two cities separated by 7 miles. The loveliest village on the plains versus downtown historic district of Opelika. What makes them so different? Which city is better? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Andrew here, my boy HI Productions. In front of the camera today, I got
we got Wells back there.
Wells back there in the camera. Wells is helping us out. Today we are going to take you around historical downtown Opelika and Auburn, and we are going to finally settle the debate between Auburn versus Opelika. We had a wonderful discussion with a gentleman this morning about historical Opelika. Enlightened us a lot about what's going on and what things are going and happening, and
we kind of started talking about, like, it's not about, you know, comparing the two because they are so different. It's kind of about how Auburn and Opelika can play off each other instead of, you know, having this rivalry, and take you around, show you, you know, the pros and cons of Opelika and kind of like the history and everything and how it started and how it became the way it is today.
Let's go take a little walk around. We're going to show you Opelika Historical District.
Let's do it.
From there. We are in historical downtown Opelika, in the square, I guess you'd say, kind of here. A little history about Opelika and the city. It became a city around 1854, 1850s. It was a major commerce hub because of the railroad over here that went from Montgomery to Atlanta. In the early 1900s, a cotton mill opened up employing around 10,000 people. And the largest employer now in Opelika is EAMC, which is East Alabama Medical Center.
Why most people come here is because this downtown historic district, kind of a district for all the smaller businesses and a bunch of good restaurants like Irish Bread Pub, Zazu's, Mafia's. But we're going to show you around this little whole square, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
And kind of like explain the pros and cons of Opelika versus Auburn.
So we are taking a little walk around historical Opelika, showing you some of the highlights of the city. A lot of positives to it. It's very beautiful. It's clean. It supports a lot of, you know, local businesses and independent businesses. So it offers an opportunity for the entrepreneurs to grow.
Small businesses for sure.
Absolutely.
It's got that historic feel too, so.
Very much so.
Yeah, you know why I would move here? Like, it would sell me just because it has the fastest internet, and I love my internet. It's called the first gig city, and it's called OPS. So, like I said, you can get a gig a second, and that's crazy. That's unheard of. It is like the fastest internet in the world. So
it's a fiber optic system, and very
it's
blessed.
A huge selling point.
Yeah.
I think John Marsh is the one that came up with that idea. I'm pretty sure. So
shout out to John Marsh.
Yeah,
appreciate
if you
it,
watch
buddy.
this, the restaurants here are amazing too.
They are.
Yeah, we haven't done any
No
reviews here,
no.
so we're gonna start doing some restaurant reviews here. They have Zazu's, Mafia's, Irish Bread Pub.
Yeah, let us know where you want us to go.
Anyways, they do have Tiger Town. People forget that Tiger Town's actually in Opelika. I think the cons of Opelika are
because of the more mature age group, it's not as hustle bustle.
Yeah, it's not. There's not as much going on here.
There's not as much going on.
There is still a lot of life going on, but it's not the same as Auburn. There's always events going on in Auburn. Like, you know, Auburn has a university, so it's just completely different. I mean, if you're going to compare the two,
it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. It's quieter here. It's more relaxed here. It is more kind of peaceful, I guess you'd say.
But
that may not be a good thing for y'all.
Some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think if it wasn't for the downtown district or Tigertown, like, there's not much that Opelika can bring to you. That's just my opinion. I mean,
yeah, without the tremendous amount of people or influx of people like Auburn does have. Auburn is bigger. Well, that being said, though, is because it is quieter and it offers more independent businesses to start up, it's not as, I guess, a wanted commodity versus the Auburn lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the university. The University of Auburn brings
just a lot of revenue, just
a lot of people, a lot of, you know,
They got Southern Union here, though.
They do. They do have Southern Union here. They have a beautiful high school.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of opportunities here in the historical district of Opelika.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's just a great place to be. I love the downtown area, for real. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I do as well.
Yeah. So, and also we heard that everybody's complaining about in Auburn how they're raising the height coordinates and all these sky rises. But here, that's not a thing. Like you can't. What do you say? They exist.
Yeah, we were talking to a gentleman today, as we've said before, but you cannot raise any building higher than the current buildings that are standing right now.
Yeah.
So every building currently that you see here, no new buildings or any renovations of a building can go above those buildings.
Mm-hmm. If you're not invested into downtown Opelika, I think you should come and check it out. You know,
give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot. If you're in Auburn, like if you want the smaller downtown feel and you want to just relax a little bit, come here because it's a great place for that. So we're gonna head over to Auburn now. Don't look at yourself in the...
I won't look. No, you asked me to look at the camera. Andrew here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I got my boy HI Productions Holt with me. Today we are bringing you Auburn. Mm-hmm. The Opelika Auburn.
So we're here to settle the whole Auburn Opelika debate, I guess, in what city's better, and which I don't necessarily agree with the whole debate. Like, I mean, they're different, so we're trying to kind of like highlight the differences of both.
Pros and the cons.
Yeah, the pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
And so we went into the history about Opelika. Let's go in the history.
Yeah, absolutely. So the history of Auburn. So in the 1840s, we were developed into a charter, which quickly turned into the town of Auburn. And then in the late 40s, early 50s, we decided to have a women's college. Then the boys showed up a little bit later from there.
Yeah.
So then we've had since the 1850s a co-ed Auburn.
1856, I think.
1856. Mm-hmm. And it has been prosperous and growing ever since.
Yeah, for sure. In Opelika, it's different. The people go to Opelika for, you know, the downtown area, and the largest employer is EAMC, but one of the largest employers here is the university. So people come to Auburn because of the university, because, I mean, we also have a really, really good college. So
yeah,
it's the best in the state.
Yes, of course it is. Auburn's pros, definitely, obviously, it's a college town.
Yeah.
It's got a younger crowd.
Yeah, but that really hasn't been the big talk. Like, yes, sports are always a big talk, but the big talk has been the downtown area and how it's growing, and all these new developments coming in. So, obviously the traffic's a big issue, parking's a big issue. So what I was going to get at is, we're going to talk mainly about the downtown area, the pros and cons. It's big talk on social media, especially Facebook. So let's get into talking about the pros and cons of Auburn, mainly just talking about the city. We're not going to talk too much about the university because, you know, we can't compare that because Opelika does not have it. That's what I was talking about.
This is good. I feel good about it. Behind us, Auburn City.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tumor's Corner.
Beautiful.
Staple.
It is a staple. You must have a lemonade. Pros with Auburn are it's got more action.
Yeah.
All right. So if you are more of a hustle and bustle, want to get in the thick of things, be able to socialize a little bit more, and be more on a fast pace, Auburn is going to be different than what the historical district of Opelika would be.
Yeah.
So more fast paced. If you're into that.
Okay. It
is a younger
catered
crowd.
to the younger crowd, but there's also things for, you know, the older crowd to get into.
There are, like myself.
Yeah, old man. So it has really good restaurants. You know, we've done a bunch of reviews on the restaurants here if you want to go check those out.
Link is below.
Yeah, it's on this page. You can go look at the videos on this page. You know, you have Hamilton's, The Hound,
Live Oaks,
Acre, The Depot, all really, really good restaurants right here in the downtown area. So check those out.
So
the school system's a huge, huge pro, and why a lot of people move here to Auburn is because of the school systems and how good they are. They just put in like a $1 billion, not really $1 billion high school,
they
but
spent
it was
a little over $100 million.
Yeah.
A little over $100 million. Auburn High School, solely a high school.
It's like the nicest high school in the state now.
It is.
The city schools are just good. They're really, really good. So that's a huge pro. And in Opelika, it's not as good. So people will choose to move to Auburn in the Auburn city limits over Opelika. So Auburn is closer to Lake Martin. And Lake Martin it's huge around here. Like
it's amazing.
It's amazing.
We've done a video on it. We're going to be doing a lot more lake videos as well. So check that out. So yeah, Auburn is larger.
Yeah.
There's
65,000 people.
Yeah. And so
the growth rate's higher, so it's about 2%.
And that's natural with the college. So the younger crowd. That's whether a pro or a con.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think below on that end. But it's larger, which is going to have more opportunities for the restaurants and the foods and the bar scenes and so on and so forth. Tell me, what do you think about what's a con in Auburn? What's going on right now?
With all the pros being, you know, it's lots going on.
Lots going on.
The university, they have great restaurants. You know, it's growing a lot.
What's the talk? What's the hype
know,
now?
It's always been called the loveliest village on the plains. But that's kind of changing a little bit. People are saying that it's not going to be the loveliest village on the plains anymore because of all the growth, because there's so much traffic, there's a bunch of parking issues. The height ordinance is getting raised.
Well, they want the communities being more involved.
Yeah.
Again, let us know what you think so that we can voice our opinions.
Instead of bitching about it on Facebook, you know,
go to
voice
the
your
meetings.
opinion. Do something about it. Don't sit there and comment below. I mean, you can comment all you want. That's not going to do anything for you.
Right behind us, right by Pyology and Coyotes and the Regions Bank is Coyotes. I thank you. They are talking about the height ordinance is 65 feet. So if you don't know this, if you have been with your head in the sand in the last month, so 65 feet. To do this new hotel that they want to do, they need to go to 75 feet.
And you know what that's going to do?
More money. Then
what you were saying earlier, if you raise it once, you know,
what is human nature?
Yeah.
You give an inch, they're going to take a mile. So
Yeah.
next thing you know, we give them 75 feet. Next thing you know, they're going to want another 85 feet, or to go to 85, then 95, then 105. Next thing you know, will be which is what people are talking about. A con that people are scared about. I'm not. I'm excited about growth and for our city. The minute you change something, people immediately go to the extreme and think we're going to turn ourselves into a Birmingham or an Atlanta.
Yeah.
Auburn's always going to be that wonderful college town, in my opinion.
It's not, and people think it's going to grow into Atlanta. Yeah, it's not. It just can't. If you have an issue with the growth, I mean,
get involved in the community.
It's going to grow, you know. But how it grows, you can influence how it grows.
We're blessed to be here in Auburn.
We're
blessed to be here in Lee County and Opelika. We're blessed to bring these reviews and these comments and these opinions to y'all. And we'd love to hear what you have to say.
And to settle this whole debate, I know we're not going to settle it. It's always going to be
I
mean, we just wanted to bring
rivalry.
Yeah,
would you say rivalry?
Yeah, it'll be a rivalry. I don't think it's much of it. It shouldn't be a debate though, because Auburn and Opelika can play so well off each other, and you know, half the time you don't even know whether you're in Auburn or Opelika. So we kind of just want to enlighten that and bring that to light and kind of show you all the pros and cons of both. So
thank you. We hope you enjoy our video. We're very blessed. Merch coming soon. Andrew, HI Productions. Like, comment below, share. Take care. Have a good day.